student experiences and expectations, organized by Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur, for admissions to BA LLB, BBA LLB, and LLM program for admission season 2025. Benjamin Franklin once remarked, "If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail." Planning and preparation is essential to make an informed choice of an institution to pursue your academic journey. To facilitate making this perfect choice, we are presenting this admission webinar for our aspiring learners, helping them to understand the institute and the admission process as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur is an epitome of quality legal education. It is one of the finest destinations for pursuing legal education in the country. The state-of-art infrastructure at SLS-Nagpur provides an impressive array of academic, sports, and cultural facilities. With well-qualified and experienced faculties, vibrant curriculum, techno-driven research culture, internationalization, centers of excellence, training and skill enhancement program, SLS Nagpur has carved out a niche for itself as a leading law school in the country. Friends, leaders are the primary architects of the institutions. It is the vision and mission of a leader that often becomes the bedrock upon which the character of an institution is built. Ladies and gentlemen, SLS Nagpur is nurtured by visionary ideas and leadership of Professor Dr. Sukhvinder Singh Dari, the director of Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. Professor Dr. Sukhvinder Singh Dari has been with Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur since 2007. Prior to joining Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur, he was with Symbiosis Law School, Hyderabad as a deputy director since its inception, that is from 2014 to 2019, with Symbiosis Law School, Noida since inception from 2010 to 2014, and Symbiosis Law School, Pune from 2007 to 2010. It is his long-standing experience of not just establishing but developing an institute into center of excellence that has helped SLS Nagpur to grow by leaps and bounds and stand today as one of the best institutes providing legal education in the country. I now request our director, Dr. Sukhvinder Singh Dari sir, to kindly address the aspirants about the Symbiosis Law School now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sachin. Good morning, and I welcome all the parents and aspirants who have joined this meeting. I am Dr. Sukhvinder Singh Dari. Dr. Sachin have already introduced me, but I feel proud to be alumnus of Symbiosis Law School, Pune. I myself being trained as a student, then as a faculty in Symbiosis Law School, Pune, and learned during the establishment of two of our sister law schools in Noida and Hyderabad, and as a founding director of Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. I'd like to take you to the journey of Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur, right from 2019 till date. The institution was established in 2019. In 2019, when we started this law school, it was because of the demand that was there for taking admission to different law schools. All three law schools were getting so much demand, and especially establishing a law school in the central India is something which was considered because this particular city, that city of Nagpur, is well connected to nearby states as well as well connected to the railways as well as to the airways, so that the students can easily reach to the city. At present, we are offering two programs at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. The first is BA LLB and BBA LLB program. Now, in BA LLB program, which has an intake of 120, and in BBA LLB program, we have an intake again of 120 students. And in LLM, we have intake of 10 in each program, in each specialization. So we are offering two specialization. One is in criminal law and second is in the corporate law. At present, we have 1,234 students studying here with us, and we have students from across the country studying at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. Now, what makes the institution stand out when I talk about that, the first and foremost is about the world-class infrastructure which we have. This is a 75-acre campus where we have all facilities for the students, which helps them for their holistic development. Like we have a beautiful moot court hall from where we are addressing at present. We have a separate building for law. We have hostels for boys and girls. We have indoor and outdoor sports. We have the auditorium, convention center, cafeteria, guest house where parents can also stay, and also the faculty quarters. So this make a very unique establishment where students have opportunity to grow with all facilities with a proper infrastructure, which is one of the asset for this institution and which helps for the development and growth of the students as well. The second is a very strong training and placement, which we offer to the student. From the very first year, it's mandatory for the students to undergo internships. So we have established a training and placement cell, and the cell supports students to identify the internships, and later on, when they reach to the fifth year, which is converted into a placement, for which my colleague will be discussing in detail. Co-curricular and extracurricular activities. When we always say that at Symbiosis Law School specifically, we look at the holistic development of the students. So these activities plays a very pivotal role. So there is a continuous co-curricular and extracurricular activities which we plan for the students. So after regular classes, we have these all activities run so that students can also excel in the other activities which is required for the holistic development. Next important aspect is related to internationalization. We always say that internationalization is in the DNA of Symbiosis International University, and so as with Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. So we have collaboration with many foreign universities. Our students have been a part of different exchange programs, summer schools, and this is really bringing an internationalization, as well as many foreign professors who visits our campus, and they train our students in different skills that are required for the advocate. Next is about the workshops. This is a continuous activity because just theoretical aspect do not help the student. So we have continuous workshops which we organize for the students, especially related to different drafting skills that are there. These workshops are organized considering and also with the support of the bar and bench, the support which we get in the city of Nagpur. We also have a moot court association. As a teacher, I believe that moot court helps a lot to the student because a student participating in one moot court competition brings in many various skills like drafting, like communication, presentation, court mannerism, to name the few. These all skills are really important. So we have established one moot court association, which continuously work for training students in different moot competitions, as well as organizing the competition at institutional level as well as the national level. We also have a legal aid center in collaboration with District Legal Service Authority. Now, this legal aid center is organizing different events which helps the students to give back to the society the knowledge which they have, the learning which they have. So we train, we also take some sessions in different schools nearby. We visit some villages. We also provide some legal awareness to them. The access to bar and bench, I believe is very unique feature for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, because we are blessed to have a Bombay High Court Nagpur bench in this city, which is only 10 kilometers away from the campus, which helps the students after completing the regular classes to go to the court and get themselves trained. So the exposure of High Court, district court, which is also again in the same vicinity, which helps the students to also learn theory with practice. Now, this kind of learning in the city is really helping students, and the support which we are getting both from the bar and bench by regular training, the sessions which they conduct for our students, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, where they come and train our students, which is also a unique feature of Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. And lastly, with different seminars and conferences which we organize, so that research is also one of the aspects which we give importance, where our students also participate, write research papers, participate in different competitions, different conferences and seminars. Next is about the student intake and gender, regional and national diversity. So here I like to highlight that in our postgraduate program, in LLM program, we have more female students than male students, which is a very good thing. As well as when we go at the UG level, where we have almost male and female ratio, 50, almost 48% to female student and 52% for the male student. And we have students from across countries studying here because we have all India entrance examination, that is SLAT. And after symbiosis law admission test, the students have to appear for personal interaction, and then we come up with the merit list. So we have students from across countries. So when the students, like the vision of our chancellor was that the whole globe, so all students coming together, studying together, and playing together, learning together. The same is reflected in our law school also in the city of Nagpur, where we have students from across country. The next important point is related to staff. I believe that teacher plays a very pivotal role and important role in shaping and developing the career of the students and their stay of 5 years in the law school. I'm very happy that at present we have total 28 full-time faculty. And one unique feature again, which we have among faculty, is that more than 50% of our faculty members are already, they were practicing in court, and later on they have joined the law school. So the learning from the courtroom to the classroom is there. That is, the practical learning is there with the theoretical learning. And we also have the teachers with PhD, which is a mandate now at Symbiosis International University. So almost every faculty, those who have joined, are either pursuing, and majority have already completed the PhD. We also have 31 non-teaching staff to support our students. And we also have visiting faculty, those who are 13 in number, which includes the judges and advocates. We are also blessed to have more than 10 retired Supreme Court and High Court judges staying in the city, which are those who are supporting us, those who visit our campus and train our students. Next is about the teaching and learning. So we have a very student-centric approach and teaching pedagogy. It's not always the lecture method which we try to train our students. There are a seminar method where we have a small group learning, presentation, simulation activity, group discussion, mandatory 5 moot court. So as a part of internal, we have the moot court as a part of the internal, which makes them a mandate to participate and gain the skills that are required for an advocate. Writing research papers, which we support students for writing the research papers and send them across country in different conferences, and also the drafting, different drafting skill sessions, as well as webinars, as well as different events which we organize related to drafting, and also the workshops which I have discussed. About quality improvement cell. So we start with the academic calendar. So in an academic calendar, we inform the students day-wise that what are the events which we are planning in the semester, as well as what are the different skills which are required and which is mandate for the students to be a part of. And then comes the teaching plan, which is the very detailed teaching plan about the entire course, wherein we also mention about the study material and from where they have to refer, and also gives an idea about the internal components as well as internal examination syllabus that is there. We also, to ensure that there is a proper delivery of the entire sessions as well as the number of hours that are required to complete the course, there is a daily report as well as which is given to the to me as a head of the institution, which we monitor that the delivery is done within time, as well as the number of hours that are required has been conducted in a proper. The feedback system, where we collect the regular feedback from the students. We have open house where we get the feedback and we try to immediately support student. We have a midterm review to understand the course delivery, and the end term academic audit, which is organized by the university to check that the quality for which Symbiosis is known for has been kept in every institution of Symbiosis. We have regular program review committee, because whenever there is a change, some amendments in the law, we immediately act and we change our program structure, the courses that are there. And also a very strong feedback mechanism where we get a student feedback online, as well as we have open house where we get the feedback via mail as well as also via suggestion box, because we believe that getting feedback help the institution to grow. We also had collaboration with various bodies that are there. for organizing different competitions like moot court competition, ADR competition, conferences, seminars, to name the few. Like we had last year the collaboration with National Commission for Women, where we have organized the national seminar. We have more than 200 participants were there. We also got a grant of 1.5 lakh from National Commission for Women. From National Human Rights Commission, we have organized National Moot Court competition where 20 teams from across the country have participated and we got a grant of 10 lakh rupees. With NADT, so we had an MOU with them. We also had the MOU with last year with Villa College in Maldives in terms of faculty exchange, student exchange, as well as organizing different workshops, seminars, as well as also the research. Also with some NGOs to support our student with internship in a very first year. Collaboration with National Human Rights Commission, which I have already mentioned. We also got a grant, especially the research grant from ICSSR to conduct the research of, and we got the grant of 4.5 lakhs. Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India, under the pro bono scheme, we got 1 lakh rupees to spread legal awareness in the city and nearby villages. And we also had collaboration with different law firms, and especially we have organized 3 ADR competition till date with PSL advocates and solicitors, where all the prizes as well as some grant is given by the PSL. Next is about the quest for excellence, where we always talk about industry collaboration and value addition. When it comes to value addition, moot court workshops, which helps the student as a value addition with Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. Workshops on emerging areas and skills, which is regularly every Saturday we plan, wherein the expertise, the partners of different law firms or associates from different law firms, those who regularly visit our campus, and every Saturday we dedicate for their session and interaction with the students. We have also organized various capsule courses, guest lectures, training on different drafting skills, industry training, training on judgment writing, and also like we have total 33 different cells and centers. One among them is also related to the some examinations, the competitive examinations that are there, like civil service exam orientation is also a part of that. Industry collaboration to support training. We have been supported by different law firms, those who are known in the country, in terms of providing internship to the students, in terms of delivering lectures, as well as also judging different competitions which we organize. Name the few are Trilegal, Kochar and Company, J Sagar, Shodhura Merchant, Indus, TSK, and Khetan. These are some of the glimpses of our legal aid awareness activities in the city. Some of the achievements and awards which our students have won recently in sports as well as other cultural activities that are there. When it comes to internships and placement, like I told from the very first year, it is mandatory. Of course, my colleague, Professor Jimmy, is going to discuss that in detail. But we have made a kind of a structured understanding for the student that from the very first semester, they have to undergo internship first with an NGO, because in a very first year, they'll not be able to support any advocate with some legal courses, because they don't have all the important legal courses in a very first year. They have a specialized courses from BA and BBA, which they have opted for it after admission. Next is the trial with the or the under the supervision of some advocates. They have been trained. Then with again with advocate in their third year. Then fourth is a year when the students have been considered by different law firms under the internships as well as the assessment internships that are there. And by the time when they reach to the fifth year, they have a job or PPO in their hand, so that with the help of the internship, the continuous training which they have with the law firm, it will give the result in the fifth year. Now, last year placement record. This is the how the students has been placed for under BA LLB program. So there are 38.7% students have been placed in different law firms and corporate houses. 16% have gone in higher education, in litigation 27.7%, and in competitive examination 92%. Almost similar is for BBLLB, so 39% in law firms, 22.3 is for higher education, litigation 19%. In BBLLB, they have also gone for own venture, that's 9.6%, and competitive examination 9.6%. And when it comes to placement record of the last batch, so the highest package which the student have received is Mr. Rajat from BLL. B is 16 lakh rupees, and for BBLLB the highest package is 20 lakh, which Mr. Nazir then he have got an offer from Shradul Amarchand and Mangal Das. These are some of the students those who have gone for higher studies in some universities in India as well as in foreign country. Some of the legal luminaries, those who have visited recently to our law school, Honorable Justice Shri U. Lalit Sir, former Chief Justice of India, Dr. Tushar Dave Sir, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Justice Indra Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Justice Anirudh Sir. So these are the regular activities where we have been supported by the legal luminaries. Also, the partners of different law firms like Mr. Swadat Ahmed Kirmani from Indus, who has been also a part of training the students as well as visiting professor at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. Mr. Samir Jain, where we organize the ADR competition in collaboration with me. We have been supported by them. Mr. Tariq Khan, he's the registrar of IAMC in Hyderabad. And also, when it comes to some foreign professors, they also have visited our campus and trained our student. Like recently, Professor Karls from Stockholm University have visited, Professor Tiffany, Dr. Hamid, Mr. Morel, Mr. Abir, to name the few, they have visited and trained our students. This is the impact of Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, which have been reflected on media, which is regularly because whatever students have achieved, the institution have achieved has been considered by in the media reflection also. So thank you so much. I hope this gives an idea about Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. In short, you must be having some questions which we'll be taking at the end. Now over to my colleagues for other different activities which we run at the institution to discuss in detail. Thank you so much. And we look forward for the law aspirants to join Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for a perfect portrayal of Symbiosis Law School Nagpur for our aspirants. And moving ahead with the theme of the seminar, I would now like to invite Dr. Dipti Kubalkar, madam, to kindly address the aspirants about the area of the courses which have been offered at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. So over to you, Dipti, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Symbiosis Law School Nagpur provides undergraduate and postgraduate programs. SLS-Nagpur offers two integrated undergraduate programs, BLLB and BBLLB, 5 years law course, and 1 year LLM course in two specializations in business and corporate laws and criminal and security laws to cater the diverse need of legal litigation and profession. So these are important. These are imparted through well-qualified, experienced, and enthusiastic faculty. Course curriculum facilitate learning laws in profound way in respect to contemporary development with hands-on experience in legal knowledge and skills required in corporate litigation and other related fields. We provide generic core courses as well as specialized elective courses such as competition law, IPR, IT laws, where students have opted to or they are selecting the subjects of their choices. These courses are designed to equip students with theoretical as well as practical knowledge and expertise required in litigation as well as in corporates. BBLLB and BLLB degree will be awarded at the end of semester 10 and LLM degree will be awarded at the end of semester 2 examination by taking into consideration of performance in all semester examination. Thank you so much. If you are having any question regarding the courses, you may ask. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Dipti ma'am, for enlightening the aspirants about the courses offered at SLS Nagpur. Moving ahead, I would now like to invite Dr. Shilpa Sharma ma'am to kindly brief the aspirants about the dynamic health and centers at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur.
Thank you so much, Sachin sir. I will be dealing with the other cell centers and about the Moot Court Association. My colleague, Dr. Aditi Godbole, will be addressing. It is a pleasure to introduce you to the vibrant ecosystem of specialized cells and centers at our law college. Each cell and center have been designed to provide a platform for students to enhance their skills, give them the practical exposure, and prepare themselves for a successful professional and academic journey. We have Legal Aid Center, which stands as a pillar of our commitment to social justice and community service. This center is dedicated to connecting the gap between law and society, where students actively engage in pro bono activities, providing free legal assistance to those who cannot afford it. Through this, students not only develop their legal skills, but also cultivate a strong sense of empathy and social responsibility, aligning with the noble ideals of our legal profession. In today's fast-paced world, resolving disputes efficiently is crucial. The Alternative Dispute Resolution Cell at our college focuses on equipping students with essential skills in negotiation, mediation, and arbitration. We conduct national level MedApp competition, and through various workshops, simulator sessions, and practical training, this center prepares our future lawyers to navigate dispute outside the traditional courtroom setting, making them skillful at achieving amicable resolutions. Likewise, the Institute Innovation Council and Legal Entrepreneurship Center is our hub for nurturing creative thinking and empire building spirit among students. It provides a platform where innovative legal solutions and business ideas are encouraged, incubated, and supported. For students aspiring to clear competitive exams such as the judicial services, UPSC, or other legal entrance exams, our competition exam centers offers comprehensive guidance and support. With focused preparatory sessions, expert lectures, and mock tests, this center helps students stay on track with their career goals, providing them with the necessary resources and strategies to excel in highly competitive examinations. These are just a few of the dynamic centers at our college, each serving as a stepping stone in the academic and professional journey of our students. By engaging with these initiatives, students not only gain hands-on experience, but also develop a competitive edge, making them well prepared for the diverse opportunities in the legal field. With regard to the remaining questions about the cell and centers, it can be taken at the last of the session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shilpa Sharma, ma'am. And I would now like to request Dr. Aditi, ma'am, to brief the aspirants about the Moot Court Association.
Good morning, everyone. Moot Court Association of Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur has been a dynamic and motivated association since its formation. MCA has organized several national moot court competitions for which we got the opportunity of collaborating with prominent statutory bodies like Maharashtra State Biodiversity Board, Competition Commission of India, and National Human Rights Commission. The Moot Court organization also organizes internal moot court competitions every year for the students of 2nd to 5th year who compete amongst themselves to secure the rank. Based upon their ranking in this competition, they are allowed to represent the institute in national and international moot court competitions. MCA has also been organizing Freshers Moot Court competition and Memorial Drafting competition every year to inculcate mooting skills amongst the first year students and to make them equipped to contest for the rank from their 2nd year onwards. The robust mooting culture at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur is evident from the accolades that our students have received from participating in various national and international moot court competitions. Apart from the infrastructural facilities required for developing mooting culture, the students also receive valuable advice and feedback from the faculty members of the institute who guide them and encourage them throughout their pursuit of striving for excellence in the field of mooting. This is the brief about MCA. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Aditi, ma'am. Now, moving forward with the theme of our seminar, I would now like to invite Dr. Ahmar Afaq sir to kindly enlighten the aspirants on the aspects of internationalization. Over to you, Dr. Ahmar sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sachin. As in his introductory speech, respected directors have informed that Symbiosis International University is known for its internationalization. And we at SLS-Nagpur are proud to take that tradition forward. Symbiosis Law School Nagpur is deeply committed to fostering a global academic environment through its well-structured internationalization strategy. The aim of the institution is to provide its students with rich multicultural education, preparing them to excel in the global landscape. And the cornerstone of these efforts is the international cell that has been established at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. The cell that actively promotes the global engagement through a variety of initiatives, like the International Guest Lecture Series. We at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur host lectures by distinguished scholars and legal practitioners from around the world. We have the international scholars in residence programs as well, where the international scholars from around the globe stay with us, engage with our students, and help in understanding the global needs from a perspective of a legal profession. At the same time, we are also have taken up student exchange and internship programs. The international cell at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur facilitates student exchange programs, semester exchange programs, summer schools, winter schools, where our students previously have also visited these universities like London School of Economics, Deakin University, Macquarie University, and other universities to name few. The whole purpose is to the cross-culture workshops and conferences. So SLS Nagpur emphasize on intercultural competence by organizing workshops on global etiquette and academic excellence. Apart from that, we are also engaged in the international collaborations with respect to the research. So the institution is actively involved in collaborative research projects with global partners. These initiatives provide faculty and students with platforms to contribute to and benefit from internationalization and the scholarly work of the global research scholars, particularly in the areas of human rights, ADR, family law, and other technologies. So this global networking and partnership help our students to have that exposure which is required and make them skilled to stand around the globe in a legal profession. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mercer, for highlighting the vision and mission of internationalization. Now, moving ahead, I would like to invite Professor Vaidehi Parikh to kindly guide our aspirants about the facilities on the SLS campus. Over to you, Vaidehi, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. At Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, students benefit from a range of excellent facilities designed to enhance their academic and personal experiences. The campus features comfortable hostels and dedicated staff quarters, ensuring a supporting living environment. Students can maintain their physical fitness in the fully equipped gymnasium. At the mess and cafeteria, they are provided with nutritious meals and diverse options in a spacious dining hall that fosters the community. The Symbiosis Center for Healthcare offers comprehensive medical support, while the auditorium serves as a venue for the conduction of various events and lectures. Additionally, facilities for both indoor and outdoor sports promote a balanced lifestyle, and the well-resourced library support academic pursuits in both hardbound books and the digital format. With utility stores on campus for everyday needs, all these amenities create a serene atmosphere conducive to study, relax, enrich the student life experience at our institution, and make this chapter the most beautiful in their lifetime. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Vaidehi, ma'am, for your description of the facilities on the campus. Now, students are our very important stakeholders, and we have a very strong student body in the form of a student council. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Prateek Singh, the President of Student Council at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur, to kindly address the aspirants. So over to you, Mr. Prateek.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone present in this prestigious webinar. As being introduced by Mr. Sachin, sir, that I am the President of Student Council 24-25 at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. It is my honor to address the participants of this webinar as the student representative of this prestigious institute. The courses offered at SLS Nagpur emphasizes the transformative 5-year journey that incorporates academic rigor, practical exposure, leadership, and holistic development. I'll be highlighting a few aspects that have helped me to grow as an individual in these 5 years. First of all, the academic teaching, learning experience, and excellence. Symbiosis Law School Nagpur offers a comprehensive curriculum with practical application. The curriculum combines essential subjects in law, all the major subjects in law, and also the elective courses in specialized areas like cyber laws, intellectual property rights, investment law, competition law, etc. It also offers professional training and practical exercises. Students receive hands-on training and practical skills, particularly through drafting exercises, where they learn to draft legal documents, petitions, contracts, and pleadings. This practical focus ensures they graduate with the requisite skills necessary for the legal profession. They also get a very dynamic assessments that encourage critical thought. They are offered practical and continuous assessments. At SLS Nagpur, emphasis is given on practical assessments that hone students' skills and critical thinking. Examinations and projects simulate real-world legal scenarios, training students to approach legal issues analytically and apply their knowledge effectively. There is a detailed feedback is provided to help students to recognize areas for improvement and enhancement. And it is very important for the students to have a transparent, accountable setup, which the constructive feedback at our platform, at our digital platform, offers students. It has a very wide internships and practical exposure as well. We have from the beginning, in the first year, we have NGOs opportunities for internships, from government bodies, from NGOs to corporate legal departments, giving students diverse options for internships. Internships provided to us give invaluable practical experience, exposing us to daily realities of legal practice and different areas of specialization. We have a great faculty and career guidance. Dedicated mentors help students identify and secure internships that match their career aspirations, ensuring they gain relevant experience that complements and their academic studies. We have holistic approach to student development. SLS Nagpur encourages students to expand their knowledge beyond law through courses and activities in ethics, social responsibility, catering to the needs of the globalized world. There are many workshops on soft skills and professional development. Their workshop and seminar on communication, negotiation, and stress management are offered regularly, helping students build soft skills crucial for professional success. Also, including in this particular speech of mine, that there are many leadership avenues and many setups, many student empowerment sales centers for the students to represent their ideas and management skills. We have the student council at SLS Nagpur allows the students to take an active role in representing student concerns to the administration, ensuring a role as important stakeholders. This involvement develops their leadership abilities and provides a platform for student advocacy. Students can also engage in a wide range of culture and co-curricular activities, from organizing events to leading initiatives. These opportunities encourage creativity, teamwork, and self-confidence, allowing students to build connections and take on leadership roles outside the academics. To conclude, the 5-year journey at SLS Nagpur prepares students to enter the legal profession as skilled, responsible, and innovative lawyers. This journey empowers students to contribute meaningfully to the field of law and society at large. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Pratik, for ably highlighting or portraying the life of a student at Symbiosis Law School. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request Professor Jimmy Jose, the admission in charge of admissions, to brief the aspirants about the internship and placements, and then about the admission procedure as well.
Thank you so much, sir. So at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, we have a dedicated placement team that looks into catering to the diverse needs of the students. Now, internships are specifically curated to match the industry requirements and also simultaneously upskilling the students. In the first year, as has been already mentioned, internship allocation is primarily with non-governmental organizations, research organizations, and with advocates. In the second year, we have internship assistants primarily with advocates at the trial court and the high court. By the third year, students are able to identify their career avenues and accordingly able to cater to streamline their internships accordingly. So they are provided with internship assistance, primarily with advocates at the High Court of Supreme Court, law chambers, judicial internships, law firms, and corporate organizations. And based on a continuous engagement with the industry and law firms, we are able to assist the students with assessment internship and long-term internship opportunities in our fourth and fifth year. Now, based on these assessment internship and long-term internship assistance that we provide at SLS Nagpur, students are able to secure placement opportunities by the fifth year itself. Now, apart from the internship assistance and placement assistance that is being provided by the training and placement cell, one specific aspect that we look into is the training aspect, which plays a dual role. One is to build a strong industry academia linkage by inviting resource persons, legal luminaries from the field. And apart from that, also ensuring that the curriculum is adaptive to the changing legal landscape. Now, it is in that background that one of the unique feature of the curriculum at SLS Nagpur and at its Symbiosis is the skill-based courses that we offer. Now, apart from the theoretical courses, we have skill-based courses that is starting from the first year itself, like Legal Skills 1, that is catering on research. Then we have corporate law practice, civil law practice, criminal law practice. And all of these skill-based courses ensures that the students are not only well equipped with the theoretical knowledge, but also with the necessary practical skill sets that would help them better perform during internships and also secure a job opportunity by the end of fifth year. Another mechanism that we adopt at SLS Nagpur is providing an internship diary to monitor the progress and also to take constant feedback of the performance of the students during the time of the internship. Now, that is briefly on the training and placement cell assistance that we provide. I will also be briefly talking about the admission related queries that would be there. Now, as you are already well aware that we have started off with the SLAT registration itself. However, it is in that background that we want to address any possible questions that may be there. So we have an intake of 120 students for the BA-LLB program and 120 students for the BB-LLB program. The slide briefly mentions the reservation of seats that we have. Now, we have 25% seats reserved for the Nagpur domicile students, for which we have separately seat fee concession as well. Apart from the Nagpur domicile reservation, we have the reservation of seats for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and differently able. We apart from the 120 intake, we also have certain seats reserved for the Kashmiri migrants and the international students. Now, for international students, we coordinate via directly through the university international cell, and accordingly, students are able to get admission offer letter at SLS Nagpur. This is a brief framework that we have for the timeline that is there for the admission process. Now, we have the SLAT process that has already started from August 14. Now, the registration for SLAT and the payment for SLAT registration is closing on November 22nd. Now, the admit card for SLAT is available, will be available on December 3rd. We will have the SLAT examination schedule on both December 13th and December 15th. Now, students can, while registering for SLAT, can opt for taking up the examination on both the days or one of the days. It is advisable that students opt for both the days so that they can maximize their opportunity of securing an admission and a seat at Symbiosis. And post which we will also have a separate date for paying for the SLS Nagpur registration that is closing on December 27th. Now, this is the brief pattern that we have for the SLAT examination that has broadly 5 heads that includes logical reasoning, legal reasoning, analytical reasoning, reading comprehension, general knowledge. It is an MCQ based question. We had 12 questions each, and according to the total marks that is there for the SLAT examination, 60. Now, something that we have changed from the previous admission cycle is that we do not have the VAT examination. So we will have the SLAT score being enhanced to updated to 70%, and according 30% weightage will be there for the PI round that will be there in briefly on the 7th from 7th January 2025 onwards. And now the other details that are there pertaining to timelines is something that we have available on the admission of, on our website. And accordingly, students in case have any specific queries can also address it separately in the Q&A round. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sachin sir.
Just to add to what Professor Jimmy have mentioned. So few of you might be thinking that why we have two dates for the payment of the fees. Now, this is to bring to the understanding of all the aspirants that initially when you go and register for the SLAT examination, you have to pay for the SLAT examination. And once you have registered for the SLAT examination, then there is a separate registration process for SLS-Nagpur. When we are submitting our form and when we are filling the form, at that point of time we click on the institutions which we are going to opt for. At that point of time you have to opt for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, and then you have to complete your remaining registration process by registering specifically for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Jimmy and Amar sir, for briefing the students about the admission process. Now, the floor is open for question and answers. But before that, let me brief you the rule or the code of conduct for question and answer session. Now, questions can be put by the aspirants in the chat box only. And I would instruct everyone to please address the question directly to me so that it can be forwarded to the concerned faculties for an appropriate answer. I repeat, please put the questions directly to me in the chat box. We'll be dealing with question and answer through chat box only. So put the questions in the chat box and address it to me since I'm moderating the session so that I can forward it to the appropriate faculty members for addressing. So the floor is now open for the questions.
Ashutosh, what I was mentioning that initially when you fill this SLAT form, at that point of time, the option is available to you that you can opt for the law schools of your own choice. So there must be all the law schools of Symbiosis available there. At that point of time, you have to click on Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. Till the time you won't be clicking for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur as your choice of law school, till that point of time, you won't be able to go ahead for the admission process as Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. So during the process of filling the SLAT form, you have to click for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. And then further, once you have submitted your SLAT form, you have to again go ahead and fill the form separately for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. So you can note down one number in case you feel you require any assistance to understand the process further, we can help you. So the number is 0712 619 2218. 0712 619, and this number is available here as well. 0712, which must be available on your screen right now. 0712 619 2200.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We have a question from Nilesh Ranjan, and he's asking whether the examination is conducted in an offline or online mode SLAT exam. So I would request Jimmy sir to kindly address this question.
Yes. So aspirants have to select the preferred cities while registering for SLAT, and they would have to go to the centers for giving the examination. It will be computer-based test. So accordingly, they will have to go approach the respective centers and appear for the examination.
Fine. Jimmy sir, one more question for you. What are the eligibility criterion for admissions to SLS Nagpur? Yogendra Tripathi has posed this particular question.
Yes. So the eligibility criteria in general for securing admission in the UG program is you have to secure 45% in your 12th examination. there is there is some leniency being given to students who are from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Students who are from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe category would have to secure 40% percentage in their 12th examinations.
Yeah. So one more question, sir, relating to admission. It's by Samruta Kar. Said, is there any specific registration for SLS-Nagpur after the SLAT score is released?
So while filling up the form, students are advised to select the preferred program at SLS-Nagpur. So if a student is keen in pursuing a BLLB program or a BBLLB program, or both the programs, in order to maximize their chances of being with us, they are required to select the appropriate programs at the time of SLAT registration. The payment for the particular programs can be done till 27th of December. However, the registration or selection of the courses specifically, for an example, like I mentioned, BLLB for at SLS Nagpur, BBLLB at SLS Nagpur separately for that process. So that selection is pertinent so as to ensure that you are here with us at SLS Nagpur.
Yeah, thank you. There's one more question from Sopan Kadu. He says, how does the university ensure that the students are culturally prepared for international exposure opportunities? So I would like to request Professor Amar sir to kindly address this question.
When we are at SLS-Nagpur, we are focused a lot on internationalization. So as I was mentioning that at Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur, we have a strong emphasis on preparing our students for international exposure through robust framework of initiatives that are designed to develop the cultural competence and global awareness. So this is primarily achieved through the efforts of the international cell at SLS Nagpur, which is actively organizing a series of international lectures, workshops, student exchange programs, and internship opportunities with the foreign firms and foreign schools. So when you take all these activities together, and along with that, the international moods and the international competitions, these activities give those skills to our students, and so that they are ready for the exposure that or the skills that are required to perform in the international arena.
Yeah, thank you, sir. There's one more very pertinent question which has been asked by Sadhna Sanab, and she's asking about what are the safety for the girls' hostel. So I would like to request Professor Vede if you can address this particular question.
Sure, sir. To ensure safety at both girls and boys hostel, we have a dedicated team of personnel who are entirely dedicated for the security of our students. Moreover, we have CCTV monitoring systems at our campus, and with faculty members staying on campus, the safety of our students is our utmost preference. So the campus is 100% safe for the accommodation of students, and we along with our team ensure that no hardships are faced by any one of our students on campus. So the campus ensures great safety standards digitally and with personal attention as well.
So there's one more question. Is there any female reservation quota for Maharashtra? So, sir, can we please address this question?
We do not have any specific gender-based reservation. However, like we had mentioned, Nagpur domicile reservation is there for students who are based out of Nagpur and have pursued and completed their schooling in Nagpur. Apart from that, the other statutory reservations for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe is available.
Yeah, there's one question from Adi Purush. He says, can a student from humanities background opt for BBA LLB program. So I would like to request Deepti ma'am, can you please address this question?
Yes, even if you are having your background in humanity, you can opt for BBA LLB courses, and it is equally good for opting for commercial side or managerial side if you wish to. So we start from the zero. If you are not having any knowledge about the subject, we start from the beginning, and you can go for that, no problem.
In addition to that, I'd like to add that some students face challenges with some courses in which we offer in PBA, especially accounting, corporate accounts, to name the few. So for that, we have a special sessions organized for the students. Like if they opt for BBA, they are coming from humanities background, to train them well, to give them the very basic knowledge, and then to offer that particular course. So you won't face any challenge even if you opt for BBL. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. There's one more question from Rohan Shetty. It says, are there any sports events for the students? So can I request Vedai ma'am to please address this issue?
Yes, we at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur ensure that there are a lot of sports events which are regularly conducted intra and inter college. We also have national representation of for the students who are active in sports, and also we conduct a lot of cultural and sports events to highlight the silver lining in those students in addition to the academic pursuits. So with all the cultural and sports related activities, we ensure that the students engage into a holistic development and not just their academic excellence.
Yeah, thank you, Vedai ma'am. Yeah, there's one more question. I could say it says, I want to pursue my career in litigation. So, are there any cells and centers to help me out for the same? Aditi ma'am, can I request you to please answer this question?
Yes, sir. So apart from the moot court association that we also have a center which trains you in trial advocacy. We had our first national trial advocacy competition held this year. So we see to it that you get a proper exposure, not only to argue in the law court, but also you get an experience of how things are argued in the appellate court as well. So therefore, the Trial Advocacy Center and the Moot Court Association takes up the competitions on a periodic and regular basis so that the students can properly hone their skills of mooting, not only at the trial court, but also at the high court. So yeah, I hope that addresses your query. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish to add, along with the cells and centers which ma'am have highlighted, we have centers of specialization and center for excellence, like Center for Cyber Law, IPR, Corporate Law. So there are different cells and centers, like sports is one. Along with that, we have Center for Women Rights, and there is a center for different specializations which we offer, like international law. So like this, for every specialization, we have a center. So student, those who have interest in certain area, he can be a part of that cell and center, where we continuously train student with the help of different workshops, seminars, conferences, and then they can grow with that particular center and excel in that the area which they choose as a path for their career. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sachin.
Yeah. So there's one continuous question, or for many of the candidates are raising the questions about what would be the cutoff score for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur. So can we please address this
the
particular
cutoff
question?
depends primarily based on the number of aspirants seeking admission in the BLLB course and the BBLLB course separately, and it varies year to year. However, the cumulative merit list and cutoff is primarily being evaluated on the scores of SLAT and the personal interaction that is there, which was briefly mentioned during the presentation. So it varies from year to year, and it would vary depending on the course also for BLLB separately and BBLLB separately as well.
Yeah, there's one more question, a common question by many of the candidates is, how do I apply for financial aids and scholarships? So can we have a guidance on this?
So, like, if you want some guidance related to financial aid, you can please refer the number which is given here. You can write to us. So our financial team will, we have some collaboration with some banks. So you can, they can connect you with them, and all the supportive documents that are required from the institution, we support with those so that you get a easy facilitation of some finance. Very
There's one more question. Can we provide examples of recent events organized by various student cells and how they are contributing to students' professional development?
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you. Uh, I think that we are the only institute we have started with the all the three kinds of competitions like moot court competitions, which hones the mooting skills of a student. Another is that we go for the trial advocacy, wherein they get hand-on experience on how to train the witnesses, how to cross-examine, how to chief examine the witnesses and all. And we also conduct national MEDAP competitions. So these are the competitions which, in a very short span of time, Symbiosis Law School Nagpur have conducted, where the students have learned about they have honed their skills which are needed in the courtroom as well as outside the court. Apart from that, we have a debate cell which have organized the Model United Nations team. We have the parliamentary debate system wherein the students have learned about learning from how to argue from both the sides. So in a short, I can say that we try to provide a holistic experience to all the students who are taking admission in the Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, sir. Thank you.
Sorry. There's one more question regarding admission process. Please guide me on the admission process after SLAT exam and PI, and what is the deadline for admission? So, Jimmy sir, can you please address this question?
Yes, so we will have the personal interaction scheduled from 7th January to 13th January, post which the first merit list will be declared. The dates are available on our website. Once the first merit list has been declared, email communications are sent to the students who have secured a seat in the first merit list, and the time frame is being provided for which they would have to pay the fees, and they can accordingly secure an admission at SLS Nagpur. Based on the admission processes that we have, we may or may not, depending on the available seats, declare the second and the second merit list. So similarly, timelines are there for the second merit list. In case any seats are available post the second merit list, then we declare the third merit list. So timelines is something that you will be able to access on our website, on specifically in the tab of important dates.
Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy sir. And there's one more question. Is there any scholarship offered at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur?
So to address this question of scholarship, we have merit-based scholarship. So once you will be admitted to the program BLLB or BBLLB at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, then those who are among the meritorious students, there is a scholarship program made for them specifically. So you need to be among those meritorious students, and then there is a scholarship available for you, but not prior to getting the admission. Prior to getting the admission, we can help you with the the educational loans, and as sir have mentioned previously, we can give you the direction, we can provide you with the documents that may help you to have the educational loans from the banks with which we are having a tie-up.
Yeah, there's one more query regarding admissions. Do we need to give both the SLAT test or just one of the both tests?
There's an option being provided to the students to opt for both the examinations or one of the examinations. Now, this flexibility is primarily provided so as to ensure that the students are maximizing their opportunity of securing an admission at SLS Nagpur. Students may opt for one or both of them. Both of them is primarily to maximize and ensuring that they are able to secure us a seat at SLS in general. So that is the basis of it. versus CS. Now with BBA.
No, Sachin sir, there is one direct question to me. Can I take it up?
Yeah.
So the question is, while registration, we have to pay the 2,000 rupees plus 1,000 rupees. Forward 1,000 rupees are charged by Harsh. So Harsh, when you are registering for Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, as I have mentioned previously, that when initially you apply for SLAT and you give your preferences of law schools, so the initial 2,250 rupees are charged for the two tests that you will be given for appearing in SLAT examination. The separate 1,000 rupees are charged by the institute because after your SLAT examination, you have to appear for PI at respective law school. So to take care of the expenses otherwise and to provide you with that opportunity that you can appear for the PI, that 1,000 rupees per program are charged by the respective law school because they will be conducting the personal interaction after you have qualified for SLAT.
Yeah, there's one more question which says which course is better, BBA or PLLB or BBLLB? So I would like to request Dipti ma'am to kindly address this question.
Yes, both the questions are equally good. If you want to pursue your career in corporates or litigation, both these courses will help you because both of these courses are having core subject as well as elective subjects for preparation. And only the difference between these two courses are that BLLB is a combination of social sciences and law, and BBLLB is a combination of managerial courses and law.
Yeah, there's one more question. It says, how does SLS Nagpur support students with academic difficulties?
So with reference to the academic difficulties, in case the student feels any, first of all, our teaching pedagogy applied by our faculties is good enough to give you a proper understanding of the concept that are being dealt in the classroom. In case due to some reasons you are unable to attend the class or there are certain doubts, the teachers are available on the campus to address your queries post classes as well. Even in those cases that the problem persists, then we are having the specific mentor mentee sessions as well. Every student is provided with a mentor to take care of the academic difficulties the student is facing throughout its journey. So there is a kind of a relationship between the mentor and the mentee, that whatever the problems mentee is facing, they are addressed by the mentor because he is the one or she is the one who is in a better position to understand the needs and the approach of a student. So for an example, you are a student and you have a particular goal, and I have been assigned with this task of mentoring you. So during that process, I'll be having a better understanding that what problems you are facing and how to guide you with respect to the goal you are pursuing. So with the help of that mentor-mentee session, which is a continuous process at Symbiosis Law School Nagpur, any kind of academic difficulties otherwise are well taken care of.
Fine. Thank you so much, sir. Think there's one more question. What are the career avenues which are available after pursuing law?
Yeah.
So,
So law as a discipline is quite diverse, and accordingly, students post pursuing their course in law have opportunity of pursuing a career in law firms, corporate organizations, litigation. Alternatively, students interested in pursuing a career in academia can pursue higher education. So we have students from the previous outgoing batch pursuing LLM at reputed national and international institutions. Apart from that, we have now unique areas where like fields like legal journalism as well, which have garnered interest from the students, and students can accordingly opt for that. For ensuring that the students are properly guided and trained as well to cater to the diverse requirements of these diverse avenues as well, we have the cells and centers, and particularly the training and placement cell that caters to the same.
Yeah, thank you so much for your questions. I think by and large we have addressed all the questions which have been posed in the chat. Now, thank you so much to all the dear aspirants. We are looking forward to welcome you on this journey of knowledge, growth, and achievement. Friends, you can learn more about us by visiting our website, by contacting us on the number which is being displayed on the screen, and you can also post your queries on the email ID which is also being projected on the screen. So you're open to contact us, and really looking forward to welcome you again to Symbiosis Law School, Nagpur. Thank you so much, one and all. Wish you very all the best.
Yeah, before winding up, we will just quickly take you through the last dates as well, so as to ensure that students do not miss out on opportunity in being with us. So the last date, I'll request the IT team for the last date slides.
Let me share the important dates that are there. So SLS SLAT registration and payment will close by 22nd November 2024. So please follow this deadline. These are last date for SLAT registration and payment will close. And after that, for SLS Nagpur, payment will close by 27th December. So for SLAT registration, which is mandatory, because without SLAT examination, not be able to come to the second phase. So it's divided into two parts. First is All India Entrance Examination, which is Symbiosis Law Admission Test, for which the last date is 22nd November. And then for institution is, that is SLS Nagpur, is 27th of December. And then you can also visit our website where we have mentioned about once you are through with these, so you can get the SLAT admit card by December 3. SLAT examination dates are divided into two, like on 13th December as well as on 15th December. These are two phase examinations will be taken. And then the SLAT result will be by December 26, 2024. And after that, the SLS Nagpur shortlist will be by December 30th, 2024. Slot booking, once you are through with that, if you are in that process, the second phase based on merit, then there will be a slot booking for the person interaction, which will start from 30th December till 2nd of January 2025. And then we will declare the shortlist PI call letter. And then shortlist candidate will upload the documents. We need to upload all the documents. We'll be sharing the details once we reach to that phase. And then online PI will be from 7th January to January 13th. This is the time frame in which you will have to appear for PI. You have a choice to book your slot whenever you are free. You can accordingly book the slot. It will be online. And then after that, the first merit list will be declared by January 18, 2025. And we are scheduled to start the academic session maybe by mid of June 2025. So please visit our website, go through the important dates, and please follow the schedule. Yeah. Thank you so much, and all the best to all the aspirants for Symbiosis Law Admission Test. Thank you.